안녕하세요.
Hello everyone.
1447회 천심원 특별 정성을 맞이해서
As we come to the 1447 Cheonshim Won special vision devotion, our brothers and sisters have filled up this Cheonshim Won Palace Maino, and we are offering prayer and devotion filled with grace, and I am very grateful for that. Throughout the world, 21,370 places are connected with us. About 47,000 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion in one heart. As brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion at the church, from Heavenly Korea, Cheonwon Special District, in this place, 201 members have come. Cheonseung Church, Cheonan Iksan. In this order, brothers and sisters have offered prayer and devotion. For Heavenly Japan, 137 from Sendai Church, Nagano, Matsuyama 91, Fukuoka, Gochi, Okayama, Heavenly Japan, Cheonshim Won, Toyama. In this order, our brothers and sisters are gathering prayer and devotion at their churches. From Kenya headquarters, 51 spirituality workshop trainees are offering prayer and devotion. Somalia religious leaders have sent snacks, rice, meals, food, water to them and encouraged them. I received this message from Hwang Sang-min branch leader. And also tribe leaders of Somalia are giving presents like a staff to Hwang Sang-min branch leader, and I received this amazing message from Hwang Sang-min branch leader. Today, Hakikai Church, it is their 400th vigil and offering prayer and devotion tonight. Today, in front of the detention center, as we have come to 72nd day, and our brother and sister are offering prayer and devotion, centering on 오인철, 오상준 district leaders, 천원, 구리, 수원, 관악, 안산, 남양주, 일산, 안양, 금천, 과천, 용인. Unification martial art. Various different places have gathered. About 120 of them have gathered from various different places have gathered to offer prayer and devotion, and they are attending vigil, gathering their devotion. So when we look at their message, at this time, as we offer special devotion, as we connect to Cheonshim Won vigil, we hope for True Mother's well-being and health, and we hope that True Mother will be released as soon as possible. So we received those messages from cultural literature art department. They create many poems, and Chung Gi-him, one of the poet has written a poem. Just like the water, time passes and never stops. And during those times, our prayer toward True Mother have never stopped. Just like the spring sprouts come out in the spring, I'm certain our day of spring will come and door of detention center will be open. So, True Mother, please stay healthy, and I truly hope that True Mother, you will return to back covering our days. As time passes, eventually, beautiful scenery with the bright sun will come out. So endure and be patient, and if you do that, you'll see the good days. Even in the cold winter days, the seeds that endures itself to sprout in the spring, even the dried branches wait for the beautiful spring, looking at the hope. So the pain and suffering we face nowadays will become the song of a hope for the future. So truly, bright sun will rise. Why don't we give a big round of applause to two poets who shared their poems for us. Today, our brother Mark Barnes, Reverend Mark Barnes, have come and gave us great strength to us. Somehow we were able to invite him, and it felt like it was a special lecture, and he truly made us to revive with great energy. I am truly grateful. Today, as you heard the news and walked the path, I'm certain many of you have lost strength, but I'm certain, but I feel like Mark Barnes, our brother, have gave us great strength to be bold, to move forward. He testified how True Mother is giving us joy, giving us the strength, and he really showed how proud True Mother, how she feels proud of her own life, and how she's boldly claiming and declaring, and he has given us that we must be bold to go out and testify about True Mother. Do not. So this brother Mark Barnes is a spiritual mentor of President Trump. He is a very precious brother. So, the history of religion is recorded as a mature. So new religion would not be able to prolong so long, but we have laid great foundation, and we are facing trial now. But because we have faced difficulty, we have faced trial, we must practice absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and we should be recognized by heaven. And on the day when the spring comes, we will receive abundant grace and blessing of heaven. We must become the seed to sprout, preparing ourselves to sprout in the spring. And I'm certain all of you will become such people. Let us offer prayer and devotion in one heart. And if we move forward with that conviction, I'm certain many, many righteous people will come to us, together with us, to move forward. Today, every praise and Waymaker, we sang 2 songs, and it was truly an amazing time of the praise to revive. It was a time where we were filled with grace, filled with Holy Spirit. This Cheonshim Won Pennsylvania has been filled with that fire. Today, Director of Education Department Chun Yu-sang have given us children report, and he shared how strong one her prayer is. I'm certain all of you have learned. One heart prayer allow impossible to become possible. So our one heart prayer will absolutely be fulfilled. If 3 people gather prayer, miracles can occur. But tonight, throughout the world, more than 47,000 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer. And if we offer prayer in one heart, I'm certain there's nothing that we cannot accomplish. So all of us, as the Bible says, you will be as you pray, and we should remember that we should not have doubt, and with that heart we should offer prayer and devotion. When True Mother directed us to offer Cheonshim Won vigil, True Mother gave us the robe of generals, and she told us to offer prayer as if we were at war. So all the leaders in the Unification Church throughout the world must offer prayer and devotion as if we're at war, so that we can move spirit world, move heaven to work through us. And this is a time when we have to offer such devotion. We should not just sit comfortably and offer prayer and devotion. We should offer prayer and devotion as if we're risking even with the determination and resolution of life or death determination. And we should always have the heart that I am offering devotion like this. Please look at my devotion. With that heart, you must offer devotion. Devotion is not offered because you want to keep that within your heart. You're offering devotion to heaven. You're offering your devotion to Heavenly Parent. At Cheonshim Won, the world headquarters of devotion, you should be able to show Heavenly Parent how much you have offered, and proudly you should offer to Heavenly Parent. So when you write Hyojeong offering paper, all that paper will come to branches. Eventually, offer to heaven. So when you offer prayer and devotion, do not hesitate thinking that other people might see you. You should offer devotion with the conviction that look at my devotion. Today when you're offering devotion, even if national leader is passing by to see your devotion, all the churches, all the leaders, all the members should always have the conviction when offering prayer and devotion. Conviction that please look at my devotion. And with that conviction, you must offer prayer and devotion. You never know when Heavenly Parent will come down to you. So you should always be prepared to tell Heavenly Parent that look at our church's devotion, look at our church's prayer. And once you offer prayer and devotion with that conviction, I'm certain that heaven's work will unfold within your church and in this earth. Our spirituality academy training, spirituality workshop training, attendance workshop training, they truly are offering devotion diligently. Even Saturdays, when you listen to their intensive prayer, it is truly moving. On Sundays, they offer intensive prayer, and they do it very movingly. So, as soon as they're done with intensive prayer without sleeping, they offer 43,000 calling on name prayer for True Mother. Isn't that amazing? How amazing is that? At the vigil, we sometimes offer 43 calling on name prayer, 70 calling on name prayer. Yesterday, we offered 130 calling on name prayer. We said, oh, this is so tiring. But imagine you do this until 9 a.m. How difficult would that be? But they have set the standard of victory, and they have went over the limitation, standard they have set previously. And from heavily Central and South America to go to South America, our brothers and sisters have sang the song, "Let us push forward" for the fundraising. So they are not waiting, they're not looking forward to receive any prizes to go to the missionary work, but they have resolved on their own and form their own missionary team, and eventually they'll be heading to Central and South America. So they are fulfilling True Mother's words. Heavenly Parent, second and third generation are moving out to the world as missionaries. Just as True Mother offered those words to heaven, in order to fulfill her words, our brothers and sisters are offering diligent prayers and devotion and moving forward. So if you can gather your devotion, I hope that you make effort to gather your devotion as well. Today, the words we read, Japan's words we read, when you look at this, so during the growth period, because of Eve's mistake during the growth period, God wasn't able to establish Adam's family. So, because of Adam and Eve's lineage, which is fallen lineage, even though they are central figure of the prophets, many central figures have made mistakes. In Noah's family, Ham, we all know the mistake Ham made. In Abraham's family, the ancestor of faith, as he offered three animals as a blessing, he made mistake. And throughout 3 generations of Abraham's family, he must fulfill foundation of faith for the restoration, centering on Abraham through Isaac and Jacob. God was able to set this foundation of victory. If offering Isaac was not done correctly by mistake, what would have happened? But fortunately, Abraham was able to offer Isaac, and finally he was able to listen to God. Then finally you know how to revere God. So because of the foundation, they were able to make victory throughout 3 generations. So on that standard, the providence of restoration began, but Moses made mistake. He hit the rock 2 times, which eventually became the cause to crucify Jesus. When Jesus came, just like the Moses hold on to snake in the wilderness, I too have to hold like Moses. But the critical mistake was made by John the Baptist. Although he received revelation, even God came down to and testified to him directly, he disbelieved. And this critical mistake was the main cause to crucify Jesus. And also all the disciples who've been following Jesus, as they saw the miracles, they made mistake, eventually letting Jesus to be crucified. Until the returning Messiah come, a lot of people have martyred. And as returning Messiah, the Messiah's second advent has come, and also only God's daughter, true mother, has come to this land. And the providence of paying the indemnity of the mistakes done vertically can be paid horizontally. And true parents' life course has been the path of tears, blood, and sweat. Their disciples who should not have made mistakes. Those central figures who were supposed to attend true parents have made mistakes, could not attend true parents properly, and that is why true parents had to walk difficult path. And even now, true mother is walking harsh path. And the Holy Song, page 40, I have in one of the verse, another song lyrics, it says, "I have found very precious friend, and that is most precious person." And True Mother said we shouldn't use friend, we should use different word. And True Mother scolded us for this. Precious and amazing. I have met precious and amazing parents. There's no one who's more precious than them. How can we pay back the grace I have received? I will respect you with all my heart. How did they come? They have walked through a thorny path. They went over harsh, raging sea, and they have found me. They have come to me. These are the lyrics of the Holy Song. Nowadays, we don't sing much of the Holy Song, but we should be able to sing this kind of holy songs. I have met precious and beloved True Mother. There's no one who's more precious than her. Grateful grace I will receive. How can I ever pay back? With all my heart, I will respect her. How did she come to me? As she went through a thorny path, as she went over the raging sea, she has come for me. When we think about the epic history of Chosun Han people of Korea, when we think about Korean history, in order to send only begotten daughter on this land, the trials and suffering that this nation have faced is truly indescribable. So, as we understand the course of the providence, we must watch drama and movies. We should watch Jumong, which is one of the drama featuring one of the kings in the past in Korea. And True Mother really loved one of the movie in the a few years ago. Even True Mother loves dramas too. So there were many dramas featuring historical figures such as General Lee Soo-shin. So in order to send only begotten daughter True Mother, how harsh the course have been, we, all of us, must understand through epic history of Chosun Han people of Korea. We can understand that course through that epic history. And finally, after enduring through all the trials to fulfill Heavenly Parents' dream, True Mother was able to hold opening ceremony of Cheononggung Cheon's sanctum with great tears. She has opened the doors of Kingdom of Heaven wide for us. And today is 233 days since the opening ceremony of Cheononggung Cheon's sanctum. And in order to fulfill True Mother's words, every individual, every family, all the family federation in every nation must fulfill their responsibility. So,
창조주
with
하늘 부모님을
the
수를
motto that we
모시고
received
사는
this year,
1713년 전 세계 축복 가정들은 참 부모와 하나 된 선민으로서 책임을 다하는 천일국의 참
in the
자녀가
30th year of Cheonilgu, when we attempt to create heavenly parents substantial, let us, as families around the world, become true sons and daughters of Cheonilgu who fulfill our responsibility as the chosen people, united with true parents. These are the amazing words true mother bestowed us. In order to fulfill responsibility, you should not stay still. You must receive cooperation from the spirit world. So the word we have read today, it is written in Cheonseong page R800 Korean version. The question is whether I possess the standard that allows me to mobilize and have testified the spirits of the spirit world, whom human beings do not know. The spirit world also demands this, because the spirit world knows. Am I prepared to mobilize spirit world to show people? Am I prepared to mobilize spirit world to make work happen to people, to person whom I'm offering calling on name prayer for? You must reflect yourself. So we heard a story that a sister offered calling on name prayer 43,000 times, and her husband began to start quitting smoking. So she was able to do that because she has set the standard to mobilize and have mobilize spirits of the spirit world and to testify about humans, testify to humans who do not know. So spirit world is a subjective heavenly kingdom. Because spirit world knows God's heart. When someone on earth appeals in such a way, the spirits are mobilized to cooperate with the earthly work for the realization of the ideal of the kingdom of heaven. So, if there are people who truly understand about the heart of Heavenly Parent, if they shout out, cry out loud, spirit world who knows God will come down and work to cooperate for establishment of kingdom of heaven. Amazing work can open. The reason the spirits of the spirit world cannot come to this earth is because this earth has become a fence of lamentation. So no matter what happens, if you set a fence of lamentation, absolute good spirits cannot come down to you. Evil spirits will come down to tell you to sigh, to blame others. And if you do that, spirit world cannot come down. Can you check who have made this fence of lamentation? You can check, right? Yesterday, as we saw news, we sighed, we lamented, and we were very discouraged. There are people who are sharing discouraging news, spreading that news to people. Even there are people who combine all those negative news about us and spreading that to people, and that truly make people to lament. And people do not just end with lamentation; they start to blame. Have you ever seen people who complain? Have you ever seen people complain without blame? All those people who complain will eventually find someone to blame, and they will blame on and on the path of restoration. Those people who complain and blame, they cannot enter land of Canaan. And this is taught to us with the Moses life course. Those people who made golden figures and made all those mistakes, they cannot enter the land of Canaan. Even when two people, Joshua and Caleb, when they made report of faith, people were about to throw rocks at them. But because they had absolute faith, as they moved forward, the great authority of heaven and heaven's work unfolded. So we should, in order to get rid of our complaint, our sighs, our blame, to get away from that fence is 찬양. We must create the fence of 찬양. And today, you have offered 10 minutes of 찬양 in order to create that fence. The Song of Holy Garden,
영원한 그 생명 참 기쁨
you have given us
한 기쁨 찾으니 내 마음 즐기어 새 소망 높여서 늘 찬송하리라. 무한한 새 생명 나에게 넘치고 영원히 즐길 복 참 감사뿐일세. 택하신 큰 은사 이 몸은 감사하고
Grace fill me with golden light, measureless blessing divine. God gives eternal life to me, perfect rejoicing is mine. Glorious the song ringing in my heart. For my Father above, gracefully I give, offering to Him triumph in glorious love. This is truly amazing praise, 찬양. So people who are paralyzed, when they offer this 찬양, their paralysis are liberated. And those people are about to die, when they offer 찬양 역사, they are took out from the position of death. Last time, when if you remember the testimony of Japanese member, that member was suffering all the time, where he felt like somebody's always choking him, and what a spirit went out during the 찬양, and he was able to experience that pain of choking disappear. As he embraced the pain, and as he offered 찬양 with the song "Grace of Holy Garden," he is getting away from the position of lamentation, and he is entering the realm of heavenly parent. As he cried out within the heart of heavenly parent, he has moved the spirit world to show amazing work of heaven unfold. So, after this training center has been established, when beloved's son become crazy, through 찬양, he can be liberated. He can liberate the evil spirit from him to become normal. 아주, when there's a family who ascended to the spirit world, and as the family member registered for the weekend workshop, and as they offer devotion to liberate their spirits, they sing this song, Grace of Holy Garden. And this amazing absolute faith that our members are showing, setting that standard,